All right, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and welcome to the Harcourt's Holmwood auction room. My name is Kyle Siebert. I'm one of three auctioneers working with you today. My colleagues, Dan Pengelly and Bridget Andrews, are here as well. And on behalf of our Managing Director, Tony Jenkins, where is Tony? And our CEO, Kyle Sutherland, and the wider Holmwood Group. It's fabulous to have you with us. Thank you so much for being here. The first thing we do on a Wednesday morning is to thank and acknowledge our real estate owners who are here with us today. We certainly appreciate and respect the fact that when you have choice when it comes time to sell your property. We are delighted that you've chosen to list with Holmwood, and we wish you the very, very best here today. To the bidders and the buyers, we extend a similar sentiment. This is a great place to buy real estate. It is cash, it is transparent, and most importantly, it is unconditional. And I say that's important because, of course, if we don't sell property here in the auction room, we pass property in, and you do lose that exclusivity of opportunity. We then have to offer the property to the wider market, and that includes those buyers in conditional situations. My colleagues will confirm that competing with conditional interest is never ideal, so we would encourage you in your bidding. Now, the team is here ready to assist you in that endeavour. Our scribe today, I think, is Nicola Cray. Is that correct? Taking note of your bidding. Sales manager and branch manager at the Ilam 2 office above us. If you have any questions, please sing out to Nick. And this is our auction floor manager, Fendleton branch manager, business owner, auction floor manager, a long list of titles. But really today he's just here to assist you if you have any questions, if you need help with paperwork, or you just want some assistance with bidding. Folks, please sing out to the team. Now, in just a moment, we're going to offer you an excellent catalogue of real estate. Each of the listing agents for those properties will have furnished you with the necessary documentation in your preparation for this auction, and that includes the auction contract. Now, on the front page of that contract, bidders and buyers, you'll see there is a conduct of auction. Those are the rules by which we operate here in the auction room. I can see a few nervous faces in the room today, perhaps first-time bidders. These rules are really easy to understand, but we're going to go through them briefly now. We just want you to be absolutely clear as to how we work here in the auction room. In the case of each property, the vendor has provided us with a confidential reserve price. Now, subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid we accept will be the lucky new owner. If the bidding doesn't quite reach that reserve price, folks, that's not the end of the auction. Our practice here at Holmwood is to pause. We move into one of the meeting rooms with the highest bidder, and we offer that person the opportunity to purchase the property. Now, this is really crucial. On the odd occasion, during that discussion outside of the room, our seller may say to us, look, Kyle or Dan or Bridget, we're happy with this negotiated price. We'd like to withdraw the property from the auction and sell it outside of the room at the exclusion of the buyers who are here in the auction room. That is a vendor's prerogative. They can do so without ever disclosing their reserve price. But when they exercise that prerogative, it can be quite disappointing for the buyers who remain here in the auction room with interest. So my advice is quite simple. If you wish to avoid that disappointment, make sure you hold the highest bid at all times. Now, as auctioneers, we can nominate the increments by which the bidding is raised. We can refuse bids if we feel they're not in the best interests of our owners. If there is any disputed bid, we'll simply go back to the last undisputed bid or otherwise resolve the dispute at our discretion. And if any of our licensed colleagues are in the room bidding on behalf of clients, we'll do our very best to point them out to you. Now, you might hear the phrase vendor bid today. A vendor bid, folks, is a bid placed by an auctioneer on behalf of a property owner. It is always clearly identified to you as a vendor bid. That is our obligation. It is always well below the reserve price, so you can bid against a vendor bid with confidence. We simply use them to keep things ticking along in the early stages. Now, if you are that lucky last purchaser, you have a couple of obligations. You pay your deposit, 10% of the purchase price, and you sign the contract. And when you sign that document, you are acknowledging that you've received a copy of the approved, the approved REA guide. That is all the boring admin out of the way, folks. We all wish you the very best with your endeavours here today. Now we look to the first property on offer this morning, and it is 153A Centaurus Road. And you will see it pop up on the screen in just a moment. It's brought to the market by Reuben Bishops from our Ilam office. Where is Reuben? There she is. Reuben, would you like to pop up here on the podium? She is... She doesn't love the limelight, I can tell you that, but she works so hard for her client. She's our humble warrior, and I know she's enjoyed working for our vendor here at 153A Centaurus Road. What a fabulous home this is. It was built approximately a decade ago, no more than that, and you'd be forgiven for thinking this was a new home, such as the fastidious care that our owner has invested in this home. It really is immaculate. The contract describes a freehold title, 512 square metres more or less, Lot 2, deposited plan 430475, and your settlement date the 3rd of October 2025. You might be working to a pre-agreed date, that's no problem at all. What I love about this home, Ruben, is the configuration. It just makes good, practical sense, certainly suits modern family lifestyles. The downstairs section, hey look, lovely sunny entertainment spaces, kitchen dining is all sleek and beautiful. Love the living, sun-drenched. You've got an easy care outdoor space. It's absolutely private. Upstairs, ample bedroom accommodation as well. You've got a great bathroom. It's got a spa bath. I mean, I could list the benefits of having a spa bath, but I'll probably get myself in hot water. And wakey, folks. Good morning. And look, all in all, this is just a fabulous home. It really makes a good impression. It's big, it's bold, it certainly must be sold, but you're well ensconced from the busy road and easy access, really easy access to the central city and all of the wonderful amenities. You would not know that you are just a hop, skip and a jump from the hustle, bustle of modern city living. It is so private. Great school zoning. Look, I'm at risk of going on forever, aren't I, Ruben? So let's just get underway here at 153A Centaurus Road in St Martin's. Bidders and buyers, I'm in your hands. I look for an opening bid or offer. We sell away. Today's the day, bidders and buyers, raise your hand. 1.25. 1.25. Nice to meet you, sir. Best of luck with your bidding today. Fair and reasonable start at $1.25 million. At $1.25 million, is there 10,000 on the rise? Don't let me limit you. At $1,250,000. 260. Nice work there, sir, with 10 at the back of the room, but out in front at this stage. Can I say 10? Or stronger? Great. 270 then. At 270, the bid in 280, I assume, sir. Or straight to 1.3. At 1,270, I have. First call. At $1,270,000. 280. Nice work there, sir. What's the response, sir? 290 I have. At 290 the call. 290 bids against you, folks. Would you say 1.3? Or is it just a cheeky 5? At 1,290,000 now. First call. Don't forget 1.3. You can hook your electric vehicle up in the garage as well. It's at 3.1. At 3.1. At 3.1 now. 310. At $1,310,000. Looking for some competition. Just a 2-horse race at this stage. At $1,310,000. First call. Twice the money now. And third and final. Nice to see you. How much was that? 1,320. You sure you don't want to do more? All right, at 1,320,000. At 330 now, sir. Bids against you there at 1,330,000. Another 5, I'll take it. Locked and loaded, thanked and banked at 1,335. And conversation there, Ruben. 3.4. Okay, I thought you were trying to subtract 1,000, sir. Beg your pardon. At one.
Keeping you on your toes.
Thank you very much.
Got to have fun.
At 1,340,000. Hey, I'm having a hoot, sir. This is great. At 1,340,000. 340 the call. And bids against you there, sir. 350. Nice work at 1,350,000. And quick chat. We are on the market and selling at 1,350,000 to this gentleman. 60 now. At 60 I have. At 1,360, sir. Another 5. Another 2.5. Brilliant. At 1,362 and change. 370. Now that's a prudent move there at 1,370 the call. The question you have to ask yourselves is, where do you find the next one? This is certainly not a school zone, a catchment zone that is growing year on, year out, and always sought after no matter the season. At 1,370 I sell away today if there's no better bid. First chance. At 1,370. Sir, my job's to mitigate your regret. Would you give me 2 more? At 1,370. You're already bidding on a more valuable property. Look at the price up there, sir. At 1,370. Second call. I'm selling. We enter the valley of no return. 375. I do like that there at 1,375. At 380. At 380, the call. $1,000 puts you in front. At $1,380,000, have I found my winner? A new name goes on the title. The question is whose? At $1,380,000, first call. Twice the money now, $1,380,000. Feels like slow motion, sir. I'm going quickly as legally as possible here. Yeah, so $1,380,000. Third and final call. At $1,380,000, might need something stronger, sir. At $1,380,000, I'm talking about me, not you. You've done great. At $1,380,000. Or I sell away. $390,000. 1.4. Best to get to those round numbers first. Hey, that could be the last dollar, folks. That could be the number on the letter from the bank. There's one way to find out. At 1.4, or do I sell? At $1,400,000. Going once. Going twice. My vendor, my current owner, remember we're selling. She's a nurse. That much care and attention's been put in the property. That's for your peace of mind. At 1.4. So the person on the phone said, no, what about you? At 1.4. Another 1,000? I'm selling. Certain. No regrets. At $1,400,000. First, second, third and final call. No late interest, no late bids. All done in silent. Permission to sell. Property's going. Shall I drop the hammer, sir? It is going. It is gone and sold. Commiserations to my underbidders. Please stick with Ruben. She'll find you something. Best of luck with your search. Congratulations, sir. I'll take that beer. And as always, Ruben, fabulous campaign.
Kia ora and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Pingelli. I'll be handling the next auction, and that property is number 119 Georgina Street in Marshlands, represented to the market by Sharon Trumper to my left from our Mayorvale office. Good luck, Sharon. Good luck to our owners here today. Now, the property itself, formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 645 square metres, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Sharon has been providing to you over the last 3 weeks. Settlement is proposed for the 22nd of September 2025. That list of chattels, that remains unchanged, and I do take it that you've read and understood further terms 23 and 24 of the contract. You bid, you buy on that basis here this morning. Now, the property itself, very striking from the street, pulling up out front, straight away noticing that white, that black cladding with the accents of cedar, and then coming up the drive to that beautiful big entranceway. Didn't escape my attention here that it's got the rear addition here of the 3-car garaging. That to me will be appealing to all the motorhead dads, maybe the mums like mine who have got a whole garage worth of Christmas decorations waiting for November 31st. You've got options, you've got space, and you've got the off-street parking to match. Going inside, I loved opening that door. Straight away the entrance flows through that wall of windows, bubbling water feature there, and then going straight out to that outdoor dining area, fully shrouded by the house. So you've got full protection, overhead heaters, so that you can ring every evening of summer possible to be outdoor dining. You can do so here. A wonderful open plan kitchen, the large lounge, that gas fireplace, large walk-in pantry, and of course the separation between the two wings of the house, beautifully designed. The family private area down the other wing, good sized bedrooms, the master suite right at the end, bit of extra privacy, opening out to the rear courtyard so you can pop out into the spa pool for that debrief at the end of the day, or the spa and phone time to ignore the world and just relax. But you are here because you know the value of this property. You know that this is an area where crusaders choose to live. You've got the wonderful Preston shops nearby. My favourite kitchen in the area, Rowdy Kitchen, is just down the road. Everything is on your doorstep. I look for an opening bid or offer. Who wants to make Georgina Street theirs today? And the crowd goes mild. Happy to make a suggestion if you wish. Is there, say, $1 million in the room? Happy to move on a vendor bid then. Clearly worth more than this. At $1 million, 50 is my suggestion from here. $1 million on a vendor bid. First, second, third time. $1,050,000 then with me on a vendor bid. 1.1 from here. My suggestion now, or never otherwise, you're going to be in competition this afternoon with conditional parties. At $1,050,000 with me. Sharon, I'm surprised. A quality home here, beautifully presented, ready to go at $1,050,000. Right, well, I'll move on one last vendor bid, Sharon. 1.1 with me. If I see no further bidding, I will pass in at 1.1. A lot of property on offer here. First, second, final opportunity. Right, Sharon, I'm passing the property in. I know there is conditional parties that are going to be very happy to see your number popping up on their phone this afternoon when you ring them to say it's now available. Sharon will get you through open homes this afternoon, this weekend. It is absolutely worth a look, beautifully presented to the market, ready to go for you. A lot of property here in Marshlands. Good luck to you, Sharon. Good luck to our owners. I reckon there'll be a sold sticker in about 2 weeks. All right, and I'll be back with you shortly to take you to Springfield. Thank you so much. Atamarie, good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. I take you now to 68 Annavale Road in Springfield, brought to the market by Liz O'Neill from our Mayorvale office. Good luck to you, Liz. Good luck to our owners here this morning, and hello to everybody online joining us. Also, I will just point out Lynn Cawthorne we've got up the front. Lynn is our property manager. Lynn, you're managing about 2,000 properties across across Canterbury. So if you're thinking about renting your house out, if you're thinking about buying a rental, or if you're wanting to know where should I be buying, where's in demand, this is the lady to talk to. Lynn, you're good for a coffee and a muffin. So even if you're not interested in rental information, but just want a free coffee and muffin, pretend that you are wanting rental. Absolutely. Yeah, she's a bit of a flirt, so good luck. Very good to talk to Lynn. But the property that we're here to talk about, 68 Unavale Road in Springfield, formerly described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 2.154 hectares, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Liz has provided to you over the last 3 weeks with all the paperwork, the documentation. Settlement has been proposed by our owners for the 17th of October 2025, or any other date mutually agreed in writing with our owners. The list of chattels, that remains unchanged. I do note you will be inheriting the sparple that will be passed to you in an as-is, whereas condition. And I do take it that you've read and understood further terms 23 and 24 of the contract. You bid, you buy on that basis here this morning. Now, there is a lot to talk about with a property like this. For me, it starts on the inside. You've got that wonderful white open plan kitchen. You've got the wonderful dining area, the lounge there, flowing out to the pergola, beautiful covered dining area, the spa area. That to me is where I'm going to spend the time with my family. That's the hub. That's where you'll be hosting. You've got that second formal living area with the fire. Liz, we lit that for the open homes and I could barely stand in the room. I was so warm. You're going to be taken care of on those frosty Springfield mornings in there. You've got good sized bedrooms on offer. You've got that study at the front door. The garage has been beautifully converted into a moody man cave. The dark black walls, gym equipment that intimidated me filled the space. There was some beautiful neon signs on the walls, but that can of course be the gym, that can be the garage if you need it. Outside the shed, you've got some enclosed space there, power all ready to go. You've got the open bays of the shed. You've got 4 paddocks currently inhabited by the most useless of animals, alpacas, but my gosh, they are lovely. They did eat out of my hands at the open homes, and I did get a little bit charmed and think that if they end up homeless after this, perhaps I might find space for them in Swannanoa at my place. Of course, all of this sits in Springfield, not a place I go to very often, but by gosh, driving out there from town, I didn't expect to be right at the feet of the hills. The view from the home, absolutely beautiful, snow-capped hills. I went out there a few Sundays ago to help Liz with an open home, and I just kind of stood there watching at the views. And of course, on the way home, stopped at the Sheffield pie shop. It's the only place you should be buying pies in Canterbury, and I now trek out there every Sunday to buy what my family needs for the week. So what you get here, you get a beautiful home, you get paddocks, you get views, and you get the shed, you get chickens and a vale. Because the road is in a vale. All right, okay, there we go. We'll carry on. Right, obviously I'm not here for comedy today, I'm here to sell a house. So, who would like to open the bidding? Who wants to make this their home in Springfield? Give you time to consider. Whoever starts the auctions for me generally finishes them. 700. 700. Welcome in, team. That came from down here. Highly optimistic, but it's a place to start at 700. My suggestion is 800 from here. Is there 800 in the room? Good luck to you today, team. 800, Kyle, working with some people on the phone. Good luck. Too early for 50, sorry. Look for 900 is my suggestion. 900, Kyle's buyers, savvy here. At 9, I will take the 50 now at 950. 950 here, and a mil, Kyle, in the million. Million and 50 is my suggestion. And 25? 10. Too early for 10s, I'd go 25. At a million here with Kyle. Looking for 25, first time, at a million. Second. Third call. Well, sir, I'll work with you 10 now. 1,010,000 here. Not selling to you at 1,010,000, but you're in the front seat. That's the important part. At 1,010,000, Kyle. Is it 1,020,000? First time at $1,010,000. And 20. Thank you so much. Good bidding here at 1,020,000. Is it $1,030,000? $1,020,000 here for the first time. 5 at 25. Million in the wee quarter. Is it 30, Kyle? $1,030,000 on the nod. $1,030,000 against you now, team. It's over here. At $1,030,000, do we go 35? $1,030,000 with Kyle's bidder on the phone. First time at $1,030,000. Second, third. Kyle, can't sell to you $1,030,000. Can you get me better? Is there $1,050,000 there? Give you time to reconsider, team. Changing your mind's a sign of intelligence. $1,050,000. Thank you so much at $1,050,000. Any further interest, team? At $1,050,000. You've bid well. You've got good taste. I commend you at $1,050,000. If I see no further bidding, Kyle, I'll pause with your bidder. We'll have a conversation. We may sell outside the room, team. We may not come back in here. My suggestion, if there's any further interest, now's the time, even for $1,000. Otherwise, I'll pause here and go outside the room once, twice. Third opportunity. We'll pause then. The auction's open and live. If you have any change of mind, please signal me or Liz over. But we'll pause here with Kyle's bidder at $1,050,000 and we'll take you shortly to Avonhead.
Well, thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be up here for our next auction, which is 10 Dunrobin Place in that wonderful popular suburb of Avonhead. Jamin Marshall from our Merivale office has been the owner's ambassador the last few weeks and has done a superb job at bringing this property to the market. Very warm welcome to our owners that we represent here today. We thank you for choosing Holmwood. Now, to the contract I take you, the property is more formally described as a freehold parcel, 615 square metres more or less, on certificate of title CB11B760. Now, settlement date is set down for the 29th of August 2025, unless you're working to a pre-arranged date, and the chattels remain the same as per the contract. Well, this is such a rare golden opportunity here. It's move-in ready and full of potential to modernise, add your own personal touch. The perfect place to raise your family in this tightly held suburb of Avonhead. I visited yesterday, enjoyed my visit. It's got a nice, well-established garden as you enter. The floor plan in this home is just so ideal for families. You've got that master bedroom and ensuite downstairs, and upstairs you've got those 3 really generous-sized bedrooms and that family bathroom. Huge living area with lots of zones, so plenty of room for all the family to spread out, and it all flows so nicely through to that kitchen and that spacious dining area, the perfect place to have family dinners and entertain. You got that door going to the outside with that covered patio, perfect for those summer barbecues. It's been nicely landscaped. There's lots of nice new trees there. You've got a double garage, internal access. And the prime location here, well, people move to Avonhead and they just don't want to move. They do not come up for sale that often. You're zoned for Merrin School and Burnside High. They're 2 of Christchurch's sought-after schools, so that's 2 ticks for the families. You're close to Burnside Park to walk the dogs. You've got Avonhead Mall not far away and the airport. It really is such a prime location. So bidders and buyers, I commend you for being here today. I think you've made a really good decision. This is an absolute gem. So I look forward to your opening bid, ladies and gentlemen. Does someone want to start us away at 10 Dunrobin Place in Avonhead? 600. Welcome in, sir. Let's go at 600,000. Good luck today. At 600,000, who goes next? Should we travel in 25s from here, make it nice and easy? Is there 650? Where was that? 650, welcome in, sir. Good luck today. 2 in the race at this stage. 675, 25. Good luck today. At 700 now. Good bid at 700,000. Who goes next? It's the 725, perhaps. At 700,000. 725, can I say? Yes, great. We love nodding that way here in the auction rooms. At 725, you're back in front. 750. At 750. Can I say 775 down the back there? It's 750,000. Such a great home, this. Lovely, quiet street. It's 750, it's over here. 775, can I? 760. Don Yee bidding there on behalf of someone. Good luck. It's 760. 775 now. At 775, you'll take me through to that 800 surely. At 775, have a little think about it. 780, just puts the 5 on at 780. 790, puts the 10 on. Great bidding, sir, at 790,000. 800, is it, down the back? At 790. First call. Don, what's your response? 800. Great bid, Don. 810 now. Quick bid's a good bid. At 810, it's against you, Don, and it's against you in the middle here. At 810,000. Can I say 815 perhaps? At 810,000, first call. 815, Don. Great bid, back in front. 820 now. At 820, 825, can I say, Don? What about this side of the room? You're all a bit quiet over here. At 820,000, first call. 825, 825, 850. Blow them away at 850. 830. 830 over here, welcome in. 835. 840. 840. 840. 850 now. 855. Lovely place to raise a family. Such a good layout in this home. Surrounded by nice neighbours. 850 is the bid to beat. Get you back in front at 855. Down the middle here. Don, it's against you at 850. First call at 850. 855, back in front. 855. 855, 860. 865 now. Puts the 10 on top. Great bid. We're on the market and selling. Well, there you go. You've heard it. You've heard the boss at 865,000. We are on the market and selling. We're playing for keeps now. The keys are in the doors. At 865, the bid's over here. 865, it's against you, Don. It's against you over here and down the middle. 870 now. 870 with Don. 880, good bid. 10,000. At 880, you can put a 2 on if you like. No, 880,000. Back to open homes. Take your shoes off all the time. At 880,000. Another 5, Don. At 880, we're on the market, we're selling. First call. Yep. 885. At 885. 890. Good bid at 890. He's back in front. At 890, we're down to 2, or there may be a late bidder over here. At 890,000, you can change your mind. It shows strength here in the auction rooms. At 890, first call. Second call at 890. Don working hard there for his client. He always gives great advice. Third call at 890, and we're on the market and we're selling. Have I got your best? Another 5, 895. 900, great bid. At 900 now. At 900,000. Take confidence that other people see it at this level. Don, you know the area. You know it's hard to get a property in Avonhead. At 900,000 over here to my right. First call. Second call. You sure? Absolutely sure. All right, such lovely people with a beautiful baby. Down the middle here at 900,000. Down the back, 900. Are you absolutely sure you're out before I put my hammer down? 905, he's back in front. Good to have you back at 905,000. 910 now at 910,000. 915. Just sail in at the end there at 910. At 910 is a bid to beat down here, first call. Second call at 910,000. It's over here. Third call, are you sure? 911, I'll take a 1 at 911,000. 915 now. 916, go this way. Go on. 1 for the road at 915,000. It's over here. First call. Second call. All right, sell away over here to this lovely couple. Third call at 915,000. Dawn, are you sure? Absolutely sure. Permission to sell. Permission to sell. And so at 950,000, I am delighted to say that the property is going, sold. Congratulations. Good bidding. 915,000. Congratulations to our owners. Commiserations to the underbidders. Congratulations, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your attention. I take you back in the order before we carry on with our catalogue. I take you back to 68 Unavail Road in Springfield. We paused some time ago on a live bid of $1,050,000. We've had some robust discussions and our owners have activated their right under clause 2.6 of the contract. I'm happy to say they have withdrawn and sold the property. Congratulations to our former owners, congratulations to our new owners online. You'll be very happy in Springfield. I do recommend the Sheffield Pie Shop, and we'll be back with you into our regular order shortly. Thank you. Atamarie, ladies and gentlemen, I take you now to 99 Brookside Terrace in Brindwa, brought to the market by Karina Gray and Ali Franks, a wonderful campaign from our Ilam office. Now, the property itself, formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 733 square metres, more or less, all contained and described in that record of title that Karina and Ali have provided to you over the last 3 weeks of the campaign. Settlement, that's proposed for Wednesday, the 20th of August 2025, or any other date mutually agreed in writing with our owners already. Now, that list of chattels, that remains unchanged, and I do take it that you have read and understood further terms 23 through to 25 of the contract. You bid, you buy on that basis here today. Now, this property firmly delivers on the street name. I think owning this house, you get to talk to your friends and say, well, just park on the street, meander down to the brook, wander across the bridge and walk up to the house. And that just, to me, sets the tone of how living here can be, that you can enjoy yourself and welcome your guests in. You've got 4 good-sized bedrooms. I do love that those 2 front bedrooms have their own, essentially, second lounge. For me, that would be the space where I have the living area with my partner. We have separate bedrooms, but we sort of keep the relationship alive by chatting a little bit before going our separate ways. You might just want that as a teenager breakout space where they can game and then they can have their rooms and you hardly have to see them. But how you use the house is really up to you. There's been wonderful updates recently. Karina, we've got painting, we've got carpet, and was there underfloor insulation in there? Karina and I having a chat there on Sunday, so warm in that lounge, fireplace roaring away, obviously the insulation doing its work, and outside all been tidied up. You've got the carport, the garage, the shed, all those extras. But you all know this, you've already been there, you know the quality that's on offer. Who starts me away? Who wants to make an opening bid? 700, Ali, working with some buyers. Good luck to you today, team. At 700, where do we move to from here? My suggestion, maybe 25,000. 700 with you, team. Is there 20,000 on the rise at 720? First time at 700. Second, third opportunity. Looks like it might just be us today talking, Ali, before we deal with conditional market afterwards. So, front seat, can't sell it to you at 700. Can you get me higher than that? Is there a number you'd like to buy it for today? Can't sell it to you at 700. 20 at 720, good move. that much closer to buying it at 720. I scan the room, otherwise I pause here at 720 once, twice, thrice called. Right, Ali, let's find a room. The auction is open and live. We're pausing here at 720 and we'll be back with you shortly to take you to Fendalton. Kia ora and good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. We happily take you now to our next property in the catalogue. That is 36 Tui Street in Fendleton, brought to the market by Zanny Paulson and Arish Nagpal. Sorry, Zanny, I don't normally muck your name up. I was just making sure I got Arish's right so that I'm on form this morning. Now, good luck to you, Zanny. Good luck to our owners here in the room and out of the room. Now, the property itself, formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 885 square metres, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title in the paperwork that Zanny and Arish have provided to you over the last 3 weeks of the campaign. Settlement that is proposed for Thursday the 4th of September 2025 or any other date, mutually agreed in writing with our owners already. Now that list of chattels, that remains unchanged. I do just note that the gas, fire and alarm will be passed to you in an as-is, whereas condition, and I take it that you've read and understood further terms 23 through to 26 of the contract. You bid, you buy on that basis here this morning. Now, it's been a very busy campaign for you and Arish, Zanny, a beautiful property, and it sort of starts to explain itself when you turn up at the property. Walking up the driveway, straight away you're hit with that charming villa frontage, the shingled gables, welcoming you in, going, my gosh, this is going to be a wonderful, warm family home. Inside, it definitely keeps delivering those charming aspects. You've got the wooden panelled hallway, the high stud ceilings, and I was really pleasantly surprised going into that master bedroom that they've managed to fit in an ensuite without affecting the layout at all. It just seems like it was always there. You've got that formal lounge. Delightful, almost gave me vibes of a little bit library, a little bit music room. There's beautiful inbuilt shelves there with the highlight lighting. It made me feel like I could become a more sophisticated person by living here, just by being in that room. You've got a great separate laundry, heaps of extra shelving, outside raised veggie beds, you've got curved garden edging, you've got that paved spa area, out the front of course that large double garaging, off-street car parking, but to the hub of the home, that wonderful open kitchen into that spacious dining area, going down into that almost sunken lounge and that fireplace just roaring away on a Sunday morning when I went through, so comfortable. But of course for me the crowning piece of this property that just captivates my creativity, my imagination, is that extra of that mezzanine above the lounge, whether that's a gaming space, office space, kids space. I just thought if you've got little kids, my family, they're always obsessed with slot car sets and setting up trains that take over the living space, whereas up there you can let them do that. It could live there for 3 weeks, you won't even notice it. If you've got teenagers, you've had enough of them, you send them up there, you're not going to see them. Just put a tray of food at the base of the stairs, they'll scurry down to get it like rats, and you'll never see them. They'll just be up there. It's a wonderful extra that just sort of lit up my imagination, as you can hear. But enough from me, let's get started. Zanny, who wants to make an opening bid or offer to make this theirs? 1.2 with a big bold voice there, sir. Good luck to you today at 1.2, a marvellous place to start. 1.4 there and 1.5 straight back, dominating the auction with your voice. 1.5 and 1.6 and 1.7. Don't start or we'll yell at you as well. At 1.7, sir, do we go 1.8? 71. 1,710,000, and then I've got the 1,750. My gosh, people with quieter voices can also get involved. You can wave me over. I will hear you. You can whisper it to me if you want, but with you, sir, in the lead at 1,750. 760. Do we go 80? 80 against you. Nice strong bids there, sir. At 1,780, do we go 1.8? That's what's beckoning. At 1,780, haven't even got a chance to talk about the suburb here with the joyful bidding, but you all know it, Fendleton's sought after suburb. It encourages this sort of bidding. Sir, where are you at? Do you go 1.8? First time at 1,780. Second. Third time at 1,780. The owners have been here for 10 years. I'm hoping to find the next people who are going to live here 10 years. Is this the next decade of your life? At 1,780. If it's not the 1.8, sir, do you go 1.8? 1820. Very good. This is how you do auctions, everyone. Do you give lessons, sir? You love it? You here to win? Sounds like it. 1820. But I don't think you're done, sir. You've been smiling the whole way. You've been through this before. At 1820. Do we go 30, sir? Is it 10,000? With you in the lead at 1820. Anyone else is welcome in? At 1820. Almost there, sir. At 1820. What do we say? Is it another 10, sir? Amazing. I sell away to you, sir, at 1820, unless I see any further bidding from you, sir, or anyone else. At 1,820,000, first time. Even for $1,000. Second. Third, final opportunity. Well, look at that. Our quiet bidders at 183, welcome in, and 184 straight back. 185, waiting for it to be on the market, sir. Savvy strategy at 185 and 186. 186 here. Do we go 70? 1860, I sell away. First call then at 1860. Is it 70, sir? At 1860 here. Haven't forgotten about you, sir. Welcome back in. Second time then. Third, final time at 1,860,000. Even for 5,000. For 1,000. For 1,000 it can be yours. You're finished? Hammer down. I know you want it, sir, but I've got to do due diligence. Sir, any further interest? Now's the time. It goes. It goes, sir. All done? You're letting it go? Sold. Congratulations. 1,860,000. That's how you do an auction, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. And we'll be back to take you to Huntsbury shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our last property of the day. Thank you so much for your patience while we got through our previous auctions. I'm happy to take you now to number 1 at 2 Conifer Place in Huntsbury, represented to the market by Limo Song, here to my left from our Island 2 office. Limo, you've been very busy. You've worked yourself into the ground so much so that you've gotten a bit of a cough, so thank you for keeping us all safe today. But Limo does not stop working until the sold sticker's on the front, so she is here even though she's not feeling her best. So, the property itself, formally described as an estate in cross lease, having a share in 787 square metres, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Limo has provided to you over the last 3 weeks of the campaign. Settlement is proposed for the 20th of August 2025 or any other date mutually agreed in writing with our owners already. The list of chattels, that remains unchanged, and I take it that you have read and understood further terms of the contract 23 through to 26. You bid, you buy on the basis that you've accepted those terms at the back of the contract. Now, the property itself, this was lovely arriving here on the weekend. It was a beautiful sunny day. I wandered up the path. Straight away, I could get good vibes from this property as the neighbours were sitting in their conservatory, keeping an eye on the open home, hoping for good neighbours to move into the area. And I just gave them a wave. They smiled at me, gave them a wave back, and I thought, well, this wouldn't be a bad place to live with friendly neighbours like that. Walk up to the porch, and I turn to take my boots up. I look up, and I'm looking out across Canterbury at my feet, the Alps in the distance, and I thought, well, that's not a bad entryway for guests to arrive and leave your property to find. Inside, our owners have gone to real effort here. It's painted throughout. You've got plush new carpet. It's all ready to go. 2 good-sized bedrooms. A wonderful bonus for me to find that internal access garage down the end, having entered through the path. I wasn't expecting to see it. And then out behind the house, you've got a bit of driveway, a little bit of garden up the side of the hill if you want a little bit of, if you've got a bit of a green thumb there. But, of course, the main thing that really matters is who wants to buy it, and the exciting thing to say is that the new owner of this home is in this room right now. We just need to decide who it is. And there's a bold play to make you the new owner, so good luck today, working with my licensed colleague Kylie there at 500,000. At 540, Nicola Cray working with some bidders here. Good luck today at 540 and 50, 60, 70, 80 now. 580 and 590 and 600. And 610 and 20, 620 here, and 25, and 30, 630 here with Nicola Cray and her buyers. Anybody else welcome it at any point at 630 and 33, 633 here, 38, popping 5 on top at 638. 638,000 here. Sir, do we go to 640? 40 at 640 and 45. 645 in the middle. Anyone else welcome it at any point at 645? Do we go to 50? At 645 for the first time, Limo, I might need some instructions. At 645. For the second time. Third, final time at 645. Not at a point where I can sell, team. Can you get me to 650? One more. At 46. 646 here. 650 would be my suggestion. We're on the market. I sell away here at 646 unless I see further bidding with you, Kylie, and your client. And 650. 650 here. Do we go the 1? Do we go the 5? Something stronger to put them off. At 650. With you, I sell away here, but there may be further bidding. I would prepare for that. At 650 and 51. 651,000 here. 53. At 653. I sell away at 653 for the first time and 55. 660 would be my suggestion. A good number for you if it gets you the property. A terrible band, I'm afraid. At 655. What? Shock over here. At 655. I'm a Lord fan, not 660. At 655. Once. Britney Spears. Get a new job, Hayden. At 57. 657. Sell here. 660 is my suggestion. At 657 for the first time. Second. Third call. What do we say? Now's the time, otherwise I sell away at 657. Shaking the head, I think you've done it at 657. I scan the room, I sell away. It's going. It's going. Sold. Congratulations to our new owner getting into Huntsbury, a wonderful suburb. Thank you so much for your wonderful bidding, great taste, and thank you so much to our owners for entrusting Limo with your property. We'll be back shortly with some updates on discussions on other properties. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, I'd just like to take you back to 99 Brookside Terrace for an update. We paused some time ago on a live bid of 720,000. There's been some robust discussion, and I believe there's been an increase in the bid to 774,000. Can I confirm on the nod there, Ali and your client? Wonderful. And Karina, I turn to our owners, and that at 774, we're on the market and I sell away. On the nod, very good, we're on the market. I sell away here unless I see a further bid. First call at 774,000. Second, third, final opportunity. Happy to say 99 Brookside Terrace is going. It's going. Sold. Congratulations, sir. A wonderful property. That concludes our day 6 of 7 properties sold under the hammer. Thank you for those of you joining us online. Please join us next week when we've got several more properties for you to get. And if you're thinking about selling, I would say now's the time. There is a lot of buyers today that missed out. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you shortly.